What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Second Street Marvel. I hope you're all having a very good day today. Here we are, the day after New Comic Book Day, and ooh, gosh dang it, I swear I had this chat box up and ready. I hope you're all having a very good day. While we get this chat box refreshed, I hope you're having a good Thursday. Did you go out to your local comic book shop? Did you get some comic books? Did you buy some online, some digital ones? I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below, because I did. Got my books, and you know what? I got in that book called Pandemic, from written by Richard C. Meyer, and I just got that in on. It must have been Tuesday night, so I opened it up yesterday morning on the stream, and I read it. Going to be doing a little review here for you guys here on the channel, and then there's for the channel members, the Myrtle Maniacs, we are going to be doing a deeper dive. We're going to get in there and really dissect the thing, and let you guys really see what the book is. Because if you are a channel member, you are helping support crowd-funded comic books. We're going to find different ones out there. If you are a channel member and you're out there on Indiegogo, Kickstarter, and you find one you come across, send it my way. Message me, and we'll take a look at it, and we'll put it up for a vote. We'll get all the Myrtle Maniacs, and we'll see what we can do. Now, we will do one a month as soon as we hit 20 channel members. We are currently, last I checked, we were at 15. We're at 15 channel members, and as soon as we hit 20, we will start doing maybe about one a month, depending on the price of it. It can't be the expensive ones. If we're going to do the expensive ones, we're gonna have to shoot for higher. We're gonna need more memberships. But this is part of what you're gonna get as part of being a channel member. Is you get some exclusive reviews and things like that. So yeah. Also, we do some live streams and stuff. You should definitely definitely check it out. Consider becoming a member. And believe me, I've got a few tiers there, and we're going to be changing a little bit of those, modifying them, but get right in there at the $3.99. It's the cost of a comic book a month, whether you buy it a digital, whether you buy a physical floppy. It's the cost of one comic book. It's the cost of a comic book. Okay, ask yourself this. Okay, would you buy me one comic book a month? That when you do that, we go out and we support crowdfunding comic books. Yeah, we go out and we support small creators. And then after the campaign if it's successful and it's fulfilled, we get it in here. We're going to do a nice review. Hail. We might even do a live. That's a hail. Hail. We might even do a live stream for y'all. So, I'm telling you, become a channel member. It's going to be fun. And we're going to do, we've got some live streams that we do, members only live streams. And we're going to start doing more where we do the members only chats. We do those on the Nerd Therapies. I've got to get more people lined up for Nerd Therapy. A lot of people, it's scheduling stuff. People are busy. People are working. So, if you're, somebody out there who would like to come on Nerd Therapy and have a little discussion, let me know. I'd be happy to have you on. We'd be happy to have you. I've actually got a couple of people that I want to bring on. I just need to message, and just haven't done it. So yeah. Anyway, now moving on. The next thing I want to do is say what's up to all you guys out there who are here. We got LB, my man, LB from the Lonely Banter. He is here. He's here. Guarantee you. He's got his mask on, so he don't catch the Rona from me. So when we go to Comic-Con, he don't catch the Rona from me. And let me ask you this. Okay, did you guys hear about LA Comic-Con? It got canceled. They were actually, I talked about this a couple of weeks ago, where they were actually going to go ahead and do the, how many times am I going to say that? They were going to go ahead and hold LA Comic-Con in December. They had people lined up and everything. And it kind of didn't, it ended up not panning out. Mike Porter with a $4.99 super chat, my favorite Porter, says, get us another comic book, Trinity. Well, that's the thing. Check the community wall, guys. Check the community wall, because I just posted on there for the Myrtle Maniacs. If you are one of the channel members, I just posted up there something we just did. Maybe I should have made that a public post. Maybe I should have made it public so people could see what we're doing here. But yes, thank you so much, Mike Porter, my favorite porter, and a very great supporter here of the channel. Now, guys, of course, if you aren't a channel member, I mean, you'll still get some reviews and stuff. And believe me, when you being here still counts, because regardless of anything, you still being here, not paying, watching the videos, sharing them, liking them, disliking them, being here, engaging with all of us. That all helps too. Trust me, it really does. And you should invite your friends here so they can hear all my bad and shitty takes. Yeah, that's why that's why you should invite them. Get everybody here. If we had imagine if we had 500,000 people here right now, listen to me. It'd be well, for one, it'd be terrible. I'd feel bad if we had 500,000 people here watching right now. But part of that is because by the time I get to 500,000 people, if I ever got that high, I would have upgraded equipment and all this stuff. I see all this grainy camera bull. Like, no, you'd have a nice, crisp, clean picture. I would have a nice new computer. I would have, yeah. The grift will have been so hard that I could have gotten all of this stuff. I can afford. Well, I mean, by the time we got 500,000 subscribers, I guess. Think we'll ever get there? I don't know. Maybe so. Yeah, you like that cut? Yeah. The 2 o'clock scramble, man. The 2 o'clock scramble. It's a bike ride. Anyway, moving on. We got Reefer Man reviews. My man, what is up, Wayne? Fat Steven Seagal. How are you doing? I came for the hot chicks. Yes. Wait, no, not me too. Oh man, that's funny. Mike Porter says maybe I can come visit my friend Trinity and maybe he will read my comments because other streamers can't be bothered. Oh man, what happened, Mike Porter? What'd I miss? Did we not? Oh, okay. Not enough super chats yesterday? Or I was being ridiculous yesterday. I was being silly. I did that shit to LB one time too. I was sitting there on the on the stream and he said something. I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Here's a $2 super chat." And then I was like, "Here's $5. Here's $10." He was getting ready to end the stream. I was like, "You better end it soon." I think I got to 15. I was like, "I'm gonna send 20." It's just, I don't know. It's just fun to do that sometimes. But yeah, dude, yeah, I understand, man. Conditioner Gordon says actually kind of early. Nice, yeah. I bought two issues of Bill and Ted. Nice. Oh, okay, you bought the second issue. Sorry, yeah, nice. I haven't got to read it yet. But according to the first issue, I'm gonna like the second issue. LB says your channel member money is supporting his Sasuke sister shirts. Nah. That's me supporting those. That's me supporting those. You know why? Because you know what? Honestly, those shirts are they're under $20 delivered with shipping and handling and everything. They're under $20. They're good quality. And you know what? Most shirts I buy anywhere else cost more than that. They're they come or around the same anyway, for a lot of this stuff. Because I buy nerd shirts, Spider-Man shirts, I buy band shirts and shit like that. So a lot of them are kind of expensive anyway in the first place. So Fat Steven Seagal with a $2 super chat says, speaking of weirdos, burn the mustache. Yeah, I know, man. I'm not into the whole mustache thing anyway. That's why I got my Iron Man look going on. See the Iron Man? Yeah, it's the Iron Man. Where's my? Do I need to go get? Do I need to go get my movie cover to show you? This is the gold part. This is the gold in the face. Yeah, it's my Iron Man. Oh man. Negative 100 for the mustache. Yeah. Well, and it's partially gone. Let's see. Landon TLB, what is up? How you doing? Membership has its privilege. That's why I pay, says Mike Porter. Yes. My man Adam, what is up, my brother? Man, Adam, when you gonna have me on your show again soon? I know, I should have called in. Yeah, I was just busy yesterday listening in. But I should have called. I want to call in soon and do the thing. Only thing is, I'll say, and you know it too as well. You know it. You need to work on that headset, bro. You need to get a better microphone for that thing, or maybe you need to get the boom microphone. So you can just move it around and shit. Like me, I've got I got it. I can move it around. It's I know, because I know you're not moving far. You're not moving far. I mean, you're moving. I'm just saying. But it was still good. I like the format you got going on. And I know you were working on upgrading that shit, but it was good. I like that. I like everything you were doing. And just kind of like Josh has been doing. And I've actually had some things that I've been I think I told you about some of them. I think I told you about some of them. Some of the things that I want to do that I that I've been working on for wanting to do some of that kinds of stuff too. Also, so yeah. Oh man, that's great. Yeah, it was great. It was great. I didn't get it. I didn't get to get in there much, except for you guys. Like I was in there being triggered. I was. Adam's like, "Do you need a Snickers?" No, I was just kidding. Well, like seriously though, that's one of the things that bugs me though. When people talk about movies, that man, we're getting way off on tangents here. But when people talk about movies and they talk about movies being overrated, I still always ask, like, who overrates these movies? Who's the one overrated? Like what you're talking about is some vocal people out there online is who's overrating these movies, or because like maybe because like you're part of a certain fan group, you've got to automatically not like something or automatically not like certain people that like other certain things that are in fan groups as well, and they're not in your little fan group, you know. um and that's ultimately what it is people like oh like they were talking about Joker being overrated. I'm like, overrated by who? Like I don't even understand that. Who overrates the movie? And I see this by a lot of a lot of things, like because most of the time I hear people say like, oh, this movie's overrated. You know, most of the time I ever like looking at it like, oh, is this movie overrated? You get a general consensus, and it's like it's really not. It's really not overrated. It's that there's it's from whatever lens and how you feel it, and maybe whatever crowd you're rocking with and stuff like that. Because I'll tell you one thing that I've noticed: most movies that are actually overrated by critics, those movies are the ones that I typically find that are more like the overrated movies, because people are like, oh my god, like those are typically the ones that are overrated when it's overrated, when it's actually overrated by critics, which is funny because a lot of people kind of follow suit and feel the exact same way about the films. And it's not, and I'm telling you, that's not every case, but a lot of times when some people say that, like, oh, this is overrated, like, overrated by who? Like, oh, Joker's overrated by a bunch of them white guys in the Phantom Menaces. All them white guys in the Phantom Menaces, they like it. They're disturbed people. It's overrated by those guys. They say that it's like the newest. They say that's like the new Hitchcock's movie. All right, let's move on. I haven't even got done saying to anybody that we talk about LA Comic Con yet. Okay, Mike Porter with the fighting $4.99 super chat. Did I miss that one? Says get another comic book Trinity. Thank you very much, Mike Porter. I greatly appreciate that. We'll get one. Actually, you know what? And here's the thing: you check on the community wall. We did crowdfund one book recently. We recently did Common America, Volume 1 and 2. Okay, we just backed that one. I think it was $20. There was a couple that were tiers higher. They had like a little swimsuit calendar and everything that they did. I was like, oh, that'd be kind of cool. But since we haven't even really hit the goal of getting 20 channel memberships yet, what we're doing is we got the small one. That's okay, because all we need is the books to read and review, right? That's all we need. So there's another one that I'm looking at, and you know what? We went ahead and backed it. We went ahead and backed it. So we've got two. That we just backed this month. Okay. All because of you guys. Okay, but this actually catches me up too on just on a couple of the past months as well. But we also, like I said, we just got one in yesterday. We've got another one that's going to be coming in the mail soon too. We just actually backed another couple, so we've got plenty of crowdfunding comic books coming for you guys. Okay, all you got to do to get those great reviews, where we're gonna get the camera. Have you guys seen my recent reviews where I'm breaking down the camera? It's not even the reviews, it's those Ten of Swords ones where I break down the camera and I show you the comic book. Because I know a lot of people like those. I know a lot of people do those and shit. I see my man Franklin over at Wildebeard Reviews. great dude. You should go check out Will the Beard Reviews. He's been doing a lot of those, really getting into them, and he really just kind of dives in and shows you guys what's everything going on. A lot of people like those. They end up being longer videos, but I'm like, I think they're worth it. Now, he's not reading the whole comic book to you, but he's kind of showing you, walks you through everything that's going on. Like, and here's the thing. Like, if you're coming to my videos and you're going to watch these videos while I'm breaking them down and everything, and you're going to sit there and pause it and read the comic book and all that stuff instead of just watching the video and listening to what I'm saying, like, so you don't have to go buy a comic book, you're a fucking loser, okay? just go do your pirating thing. Like, because I know there's people out there like, oh, you're going to get content strike. Well, I mean, you could, but I mean, I could get that for even showing the fucking cover in a video anyway. Anyway. But yes, again, thank you, Mike Porter. LB says, I have a couple of people I want to bring on, aka you better get, you got a better chance of winning a prize on T-Mobile Tuesdays. I think LB just wants to come on the show. I think that's all it is. I want to bring him on the nerd therapy, but he said he's not ready for that. He said he don't want no nerd therapy. Last wasn't LB's night at the Perp show. Yeah, I think stop the misinformation. I think LB just mad because he want me to read comic books for him only. He wants me to form his opinions for him. Yesterday, he's doing all he can to try to figure out what's the difference between comic book Tony Stark and the movie Tony Stark. And I'm telling you, just read a comic book. It's that simple. Yeah, there's differences. There's differences for sure. And they are the kind of differences almost like the Peter Parker differences. No Uncle Ben? Like what? I mean, he didn't have an Uncle Ben, but you know what I mean. Come on, man. They're different. Okay. Okay, AirSpider23, how are you doing today? What is up? Hope you're doing well today. AirSpider23, I see him in a lot in the comic book community. Very entertaining on Twitter. LB, you know who it wasn't. Just pour your coffee all over your body and you will get 500,000 subs on YouTube. And you know what? And the caffeine still actually absorbs into my body through my skin. Good idea. Guessing he is talking about the den, says Conditioner Gordon. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Talking about the den where? What are we talking about? I'm not for sure. Talking about the den. No. No. Speaking of Rio's burn that mustache, that's funny. Again, thanks for the $2 super chat. Hashtag fake news. Just need to mess with setting. I did know EQ. Oh, okay. I knew it was something because I'm like maybe the gain was a little high, and sometimes I know because believe me, I was messing with those. Like sometimes the mic, like those mics on those things, you got to angle them just right because they're kind of sensitive and stuff. Yeah. I know you'll figure it out. I know because you're not doing you're working on it. So yeah, I know. That's why I said I wouldn't really bust your chops about it. Joker's overrated by fans and the Academy. Boom. Did the Academy? Yeah, I mean it did win all those awards. But the thing is, from a film standpoint, oh yeah, it's good filmmaking. Absolutely, good filmmaking. But I mean, yeah, as far as being overrated, I don't know. I don't feel that fans overrate it because I think the way everything is, the general consensus on it is that it's an okay movie. It's just like those kind of movies that it was paying homage to were also. There's people that are going to like those movies. There's people that aren't. Just like that movie Tenet. Everybody's like, oh, Nolan Brothers, such a big pull. They draw big crowds. No. A lot of people like the Nolan Brothers, but they're very niche. Not everybody is into the Nolan Brothers. Just because you're into them and maybe a lot of people that, you talk to like them, because they are great directors. The thing is, it's one of those things, where are you getting the information for, the overrating thing. It's just I always feel like it's hype because somebody doesn't like a movie and they feel like everybody else likes it. You know what I mean? um, Critics, yeah. Joker was pretty good. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not sure what I mean because I looked on Google. I went and Googled Joker rating on Google, and it gave me like several different scores, and I didn't know what they all meant. But I know that it said, everybody, everybody prays at the everybody prays at the feet of the Rotten Tomatoes, and it said on there that the Rotten Tomatoes score is 68, and I'm like, is 68 overrated? I don't know. I mean, I don't know because I don't know how those ratings work. Because I've never been to the Rotten Tomatoes site one time ever. I'm not kidding. But the thing is, like, is 68 overrated? Because I think that's what the score was on it. That's what it said, was like the score was 60. I don't know what that means though. I mean, if you know what I mean. But again, a lot of it comes down to the lens. Like I said, there's people out there that are like, oh, these people don't like it. I can't like it because I don't like those people. Yeah. Doug was pretty good when I finally watched it. The hype was a bit much. Yeah. It was Air Spider. I thought it was good though. I think it's a good movie. And it pays homage to the movies that it does. Just really good. Absolutely. Reefer says, I just dropped my cheese in my coffee and ashed on my crotch. Oh man, that sucks. Hashtag keto. Hashtag keto accidents. Sues me right for eating, drinking, and smoking at the same time. Franklin Richards, says Conditioner Gordon. What? Comic Story is great for an audio comic drama experience. I read along with him while the video plays. Oh, yeah. Comic, I think I unsubscribed from him, like here on the Second Street Marvel channel. I unsubscribed from him and comic Rob Jefferson. Not Rob Jefferson's channel, but Comics Explained. I think I unsubscribed to them because like they come up in my shit all the time anyway. So I'm like, they're always under suggested. So it's like I don't really need that subscription there. You know what I mean? Like they're big. Like, fuck, they're not missing. They're not missing any revenue from me. And you know what I mean. And plus, when I go watch the videos, anyway, yeah. But yeah, he is good. He is good. I like them. They're both great channels. Yeah. If something isn't under or overrated, does it just make it rated? Right? I guess so. Yeah, it's just rated. It's just like, and that's the thing. It's like just most movies are just movies. It's really up to you more than anything. But yeah, dude. I didn't ask you in the stream. I mentioned it one time. He's like, no, yeah, I don't want to do all that. You said it in the stream. Anyway, but I'm happy to have you on because shit, I need people. It's been a few weeks, man. It's been a few weeks. Maybe I need to get my man Reefer Reviews on. Reefer Man. Maybe Conditioner Gordon. Comics Black Panther is better than MCU Black Panther. Fight me. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, no, thank you for being here. I got work to do. Lead it to my future self. Oh, the Joker is lazy filmmaking. No. I disagree, Ryan. I actually disagree with that. It's not lazy filmmaking. It's actually, I would say it's more like classic kind of filmmaking where they were trying to get that they were trying to get that setting, that feel, that everything. They were really paying homage to Taxi Driver and King of Comedy. It's not lazy filmmaking. It's just not original. What they did, it's just not original. It was great filmmaking. But again, like, it's a good movie. But like I said, and then maybe that's because I don't overrate it because I think like, it's good. I'll leave it at that. The filmmaking of Joker is overrated too. Well, yeah, I mean, because like these days with the modern technology, how hard is it to really just get all the props in place, have everything set, and then get all those looks? You know what I mean? Just, yeah, I mean, I hear you, but like the thing is, like, it seems like more of it was done practical, which why wouldn't it have been? Which is more like classic filmmaking, more the practical sets and all that stuff, real life sets. I mean, that's, it's more like, I mean, because that very rarely happens nowadays, and it's probably going to happen a lot less with everything going on. Now we're not even going to get to the show by the time we get there. By the time we catch up. Rotten Tomatoes Sex IMDb is where it's at. Okay, Coates is an amazing writer. Ta-Nehisi Coates Captain America, it's been okay. I've been catching up on it right now. I'm a few issues. I thought I was more issues behind than I was. But I'm a few issues. It's okay. It's not terrible. It's just not great. It's just not great. especially with shadow magic and actually being smart. Yover Roads, thank you so much for being here. How are you doing? Do nerd therapy with Snow Dove. Snow Dove. He does need it. Actually, I was thinking about having Black Angus on. I want to reach out to Demogeni and bring him on for that as well. Maybe we'll have Lord Callus come on. Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, still, just need other people too. Maybe we should get Yover Roads on here. Maybe we should get Conditioner Gordon on here. Do you read any Walking Dead comics? Are they good? I don't read any Walking Dead comics. Not into zombies. Vampires, and like magic. Not really into all that shit. But I mean, it can be good. Believe me, I've read vampire books that are good. I've read some zombie books that are pretty good. But the thing is, like, it's not really my thing. It's got to be good, you know. But yeah, I don't know. Do you think you'll ever review older storylines? I want to, and that's one of the things I want to do. I need to get more of a structure, like maybe one a week, where I do some older comic books, because I started doing these. I did some of these ones. Well, I did one of them where I did the Avengers on Pleasant Hill. I'm like, I just feel like I could format it a little bit differently, and I think some of that comes in with like working it in like the reviews, like how I'm doing the Ten of Swords ones right now, and doing those. Like I'm kind of working with like trying to try out different, just trying to try out different shit for videos to see what works. Because like I did one the other day of Ten of Swords, chapter 1 creation. I did it, and Chillmonger messaged me. He's like, bro, he didn't, not in these, this isn't a quote. He's like, bro, that shit sucks. And I was like, thanks for the feedback. I actually, needed to hear that. That wasn't an exact quote. I'm paraphrasing here. But that's what he basically said. And that's what I need. I mean, I need that. Believe me, it's not going to hurt my feelings if you come out and tell me my video sucks. It's okay. But anyway, guys, yes. See, we're going on here. Let's get into this. Comic-Con. I talked about this a few weeks ago. The Comic-Con was still going on, but here I got this email the other day. It's funny. I saw him it was on the John Campea show yesterday. They talked about it yesterday. I'm like, oh, okay. I knew I should have made that video about it on Monday. Damn it. I think it was on Monday that I got this. Right here. Okay, it was on. Okay, yeah, no. It was on. It looks like it was on Tuesday. It says, from LA Comic Con, it says, hey fans and friends, we knew this day might come, but it is sad nonetheless. We are writing to let you know we are canceling our event scheduled for December 11th through 13th, 2020, and are rescheduling to September 24th through 26th, 2021, 1 year from our original 2020 date. Good luck with that. And it says the new dates, it's got this little banner here, and it says, last week on October 7th, Governor Newsom finally gave an update on reopening plans for theme parks, which most people thought would precede event and convention guidelines. In his announcement, the governor said he had decided not to provide reopening guidelines yet for theme parks and by extension events. Without guidelines, there is no way for LA County, the city, or event organizers like us to know if the plans and changes we made to be safe will be right or enough. So with that new direction from the state, we are rescheduling. A big thank you to our fans for supporting us through all of this uncertainty. Please know 4 things. 1, as we promised tickets, before tickets went on sale, we will honor a 100% rollover or refund guarantee for all tickets. I'm going to tell you how to do that. It says 2, we know some of you questioned why we are trying to have a show in 2020. It was solely because our fan and exhibitor surveys asked us to try. We made every effort to change our event so it could be both fun and safe, and we're awaiting guidelines from the governor to determine if that was possible. Without the guidelines, no one at the LA County Department of Public Health or in the mayor's office could approve or reject our event plans. We just didn't know. Now we know, so we canceled right away. 3, please know that all the talent booked for 2020 have also rolled over to 2021, and guess what? We are announcing today that both Zachary Levi and Tom Welling were booked for 2020. But now you can see them next September. And in fact, you can still buy tickets and autographs for them if you want, and we'll roll over those tickets with the others. And most importantly, know that your safety, the fans, the exhibitors, the talent, our staff, was and is always our number one priority. Every change and addition we made to our 2020 plans was to promote safety, and many of those changes will remain in effect next September 2021. And then here they go into a little bit more, about some of the things here. Ooh, you get the Silent Bob pop. So anyway, guys, I mean, let me know, like, how you guys feeling about that? Like, how do you guys feel about public events? How do you guys feel about these things opening up? Things like LA Comic-Con. Is it okay? I know there was some people on Twitter. There was a lot of like some of the comic pros, some of the indie creators, some of these different people. Obviously, sections of fans who were very much against this. They were much against this. Now the thing is this is like the bread and butter for a lot of these people. This is where they make their money. You want these events to go on. But I want to know from you guys, how do you guys feel about this? How do you guys feel about the public gatherings? I mean, hell, I think I even seen LB go to, what was it? Was it Universal Studios or was it Disney World? Maybe not recently, but a while back. And how was that? I mean, how did you feel? If you're still here, LB. I just, I'm curious. How do you guys feel about that? Because I feel, all the guidelines that they had, the LA Comic Con put forth, and they let you know in their letters and everything when they were announcing this, that they were following every single guideline that they wanted people to do. They had the booths spaced out, bigger spaces, more open space. They had I think they were having like stuff closed off, like plexiglass kind of things, and all obviously stuff for social distancing, and they had all of that stuff in play, just the same as everywhere else does. Same as when you go to the grocery store, same as when you go to these other events. They had every precaution. Masks were mandatory. Masks were a mandatory thing. They were doing everything they could. Of course, the governor hasn't allowed some of these things to open. So, some of the things are out of their hands. But, I mean, let's say if the guidelines were open for them to be open, how do you feel about that? I mean, do you think this is something that should be allowable? I mean, if the guidelines here in California were open to having the events, is this something that LA Comic Con should have done in December with the social distancing, with the taking precautions, having more open space, having less vendors? And they actually had it scheduled to where you could buy tickets for like two showings, because they had them split up. And you could get, like, if you got the VIP pass, you could pick three slots. You could go all Friday and half of Saturday, or you could go all of Saturday, half of Sunday, half of Friday, all of Saturday. Half each day. They had sessions. So they were doing the best they could with all the guidelines we've been given. But how do you feel about that? I mean, like I said, there was some people outraged on Twitter and about this, and there were some people, obviously they said in their surveys, it said that people were wanting this to happen. So obviously there was enough people out there wanting it to happen because they felt that they could do this with the safety guidelines and everything and keep people safe. And people were asking for it, because I think there is something of even people who are into wearing the mask and the social distancing. I think even they want some semblance of normalcy to come back, and willing to go out to these things and still wear a mask and social distance. This is something that is perfectly doable. You can do this. How do you feel about it? Let's get in the comments and see how you're all feeling about this. Let me see here. Oh man, maybe I need to. Where are we at here? Okay. Oh man, dude, come on. We got 13 people here and only 6 likes. Can you at least give me some dislikes? Can you at least give me some dislikes, guys? Come on. Come on, bruh. Okay, Will Morgan, what older storylines? He's sent me a couple. He's told me a couple that I should do. Actually, Will Morgan has. I've got him screen capped here on my computer. People want to watch reviews for. I'm not being fresh. I'm asking because I was thinking about doing the Marvel Epic. Do it, Reefer Man. Do it. Yeah, Parker. I'm thinking of starting, but who knows? Do it. I unsubbed from Campy a long time ago. Oh. LB says I went to both. Okay, I thought you did. I felt better at Universal. Disney at parts, people just was like, whatever with the guidelines. Conventions won't work. People won't follow. I wouldn't go to a convention. I went to a gun show where masks and social distancing were required and people took the mask off as soon as they walked in and nobody social distanced and I left. Fair enough. I'm the only one that answered your question. Because you got everybody else scared, LB. Nobody wants to talk about the masks. Everybody just wants to say, just put the mask on. Just put the mask on. It's the guidelines. That's what I can't talk about it. People's gonna find me on social medias. They're gonna find my boss and say that, oh my god, he thinks the mask is silly, but he still wears it. I don't want to get canceled. No, and here's the thing, like, I get that, LB. Like, I mean, if you walk in there and a majority of the people there aren't wearing masks and you don't feel safe, yeah, leave. Because yeah, I'm sure a gun show, especially where you're at, isn't the kind of place you want to be like, hey, put on your mask, man. Probably why the cops and the security wasn't saying shit. Be like, are you kidding me? You know how many Florida man we got in here? Like, they they probably had signs up and shit that said mask required, social distancing required. Enter at your own risk. No, but here's the thing. Like, I think if there was a social distancing, and I mean, hey, we talked about the ridiculousness in your video that you did, where we had a clash of two retards, where we seen the lady and that big security guard. He was the school police liaison who tased and dragged this lady off. I think they arrested her off this high school premises, off the grounds of this high school premises, and you know, probably took her to jail for trespassing. Now the thing is like they could easily do that. I mean, I honestly here's the thing. Like, I think that enough nerds would want to go to this convention, especially here in California, because the restrictions are pretty strict still here anyway in the first place in LA County anyway. I think with all the restrictions and all the nerds that would want to go to this, and the way I see most people feel that would want to go to this thing would probably comply with the mask mandate and going in there like, oh, we gotta go to the convention, we gotta go, we'll put the mask on, it's okay, we'll social distance, let's just go to the convention. I think most people were willing to do this, and I think most people go in there. I think their issues would be minor. But of course, I'm sure somebody like, no, there'll probably be an uprising and the cops are gonna be there and there's gonna be riots. I just don't think that would be the case. I mean, we're not talking like this isn't Antifa. This isn't Fantifa. I think they could have done it, and I think it would have went off well. But obviously the guidelines in the county weren't going to allow for it anyway. There are other counties here. No, I don't think there are in LA County for public gatherings yet. But there are other regulations where they're allowing some of these other things. Like, most businesses at this point are allowed to be open. Just not these big conventions and stuff like that. But like I said, I don't think it's that big a deal because it sounded like everything that LA Comic Con was doing would have catered to holding as a safe event. And I'm saying that being somebody that, like I'm not, hey, my thoughts on the mask thing. Like, hey, protect yourself, absolutely. Absolutely. Um I think everything they were doing, I don't think there was anything that was, I think they went above and beyond. I don't think there was anything that was ridiculous. I don't think there was anything unreasonable. It sounded like they had shit pretty well locked up and ready to go. And it sounded like I would have been safe taking my kids there. And believe me, I like most of the time, like my wife, sometimes she takes the kids with her grocery shopping and shit. Like I'm not saying, hey kids, go to the grocery, but I'm not so scared that I'm like, oh no, they can't go to the grocery store. No, they need to get out of the fucking house. And believe me, we get them out of the house a lot. Take them on bike rides and shit. The other day we went on a 10-mile bike ride. Yeah, my little kids do. But anyway, point being, I think that it sounded like they had it all locked down. Yeah, keep clicking like button, but it's saying it's dislike. I don't know why. I don't know. I think there's a bit of old Avengers storylines that are classic, but the Clone Saga for Spidey would be dope. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Whole stretches of X-Men. Yeah. We could probably do that. Remember that one video for that LB did when man was pick on a pickup truck. Yeah, I remember that video too. Yeah, weirdos, man. Freaking weirdos. Reefer Man says, Will M, I have volume 1 of Amazing Spider-Man, Avengers, Iron Man, Daredevil, Fantastic Four, and many other volumes of Thor and the rest, etc. I guess I better get at the reading. Yeah, absolutely, man. No, you've probably done the reading. You need to get at the filming. And no matter what you do, at every single video, try to do something and get a little bit better. I know I'm not the best at that, but anyway, guys. Yeah, so LA Comic Con's canceled. I wish it was still going on. Like I said, I think they could. I think it sounded like they had everything locked down, but it's going to be delayed till next year. Now, here's the thing, though, is they're going to delay it till next year, and so many of these other things, like the movies being delayed till next year, all these things being delayed till next year, till things are more normal, like till we can get the guidelines, we can keep people safe, and maybe there's a vaccine, and blah 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 blah. The thing is, like, is that really going to make a difference by next year? And I'm not saying make a difference as in, we're going to go to the convention next year and it's going to be like fucking masks off and people like, yay! I don't think it's going to be like that. Who knows if it'll ever fucking go back to that again. But, point being, honestly, I've only read like 2 of the books. All right, Clone Spider-Man Saga would be awesome. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Time to make lunch for the boat. Yeah, I gotta get ready. I gotta go finish up some dishes and get my kids' lunches made as well. But anyway, guys, yeah, I don't know. I think they could. It sounded like they had everything covered. It could have went off without a hitch, and everything would have been fine. But it's gonna be delayed, man. LA Comic Con was my first con ever last year. It was great. It was fun. I want to go to another one. I was looking forward to this one. I was looking forward to Renaissance Fair this year. Not gonna happen. Probably not ever again. Thanks a lot, Governor Newsom. Anyway, guys, you all have a very good day. Look forward to some more. Hey, go back and watch my video that dropped this morning. Go back and watch it. Let me know your thoughts on it. Go back and watch my comic book pull list video. But you all have a very good day. Thanks again for all the super chats. We got Fat Steven Seagal. We got my man Mike Porter sent in some super chats as well. Thank you guys so much. I do greatly appreciate all that. All the channel members, all the Myrtle Maniacs, all of the Patreon supporters. Greatly appreciated. You all have a very good day, and we'll see you in the next video or live stream. Later.